Seattle getting it done yesterday. And I thought the most impressive thing about Seattle is they've been looking for this run game, and Charbonnet gave it to him.
Unreal.
I mean, he was
dog.
Yeah.
Dog. He reminds me of like Chris Carson.
Their first half, they had 10 of their 14 runs went for explosive runs. By far their best running game all season.
Yeah, they did it without Kenneth Walker in the lineup too.
Which and they have shuffled people on the offensive line. You suspected maybe knowing they found a winning combination. I don't know. I need to see it more than once, but this is more like Seattle it's a new head coach. They have slowly climbed into this thing where they start hot, but they beat some questionable teams. They beat New England. They beat Miami. They beat Denver. That was the start of the season. And we were kind of like, I don't know about this team. Then they get beat up by Detroit. And then they go on that streak where they lose 5 of 6.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're looking at them, and for a month straight, they've reeled off these wins. And most importantly, 3 out of the 4 have been in division.
And those division standings could really, really matter, like the in-division wins, because they are potentially could be tied with the Rams after Week 18 and have 1 win and 1 loss apiece. So it could come down to division record.
Which is huge. So these are huge wins. And again, I want to make the point about the defense. Like, look at that losing streak at how many points they were giving up. Look at this streak here against Arizona twice, New York once, and San Francisco once. And not to say they've been playing world beaters, but pretty impressive the way they've been able to keep the points down. And I think for the Cardinals on the other end of it, Kyler Murray just not playing like the guy you want him to be.
My hollow man, because he's not beating the allegations.
Oh,
Since
yeah.
The new Call of Duty came out. His last 3 weeks, he's been not good.
5 picks.
5 picks. And it's just, even if he's not playing the game, it just sucks now that it's going to
Because what if it's just like he's worried that people are thinking he's playing the game? It's a total mind fuck.
It's a whole mental mind fuck.
I don't think it's that. I mean, I think Call of Duty is an easy scapegoat, but I think like as the year wears on, he's proved to be a guy that down the stretch kind of fizzles. Now, he has an opportunity late in this season to change all that, but
it's like
Cliff's gone.
You think it's body maintenance or like something that like he has to change for the back half of the season, like getting a hyperbolic chamber more? Or
I'd like to see him in a hyperbolic chamber.
Hyperbaric.
It's an exaggeratedly small. It's not just a hyperbaric chamber. It's like a tiny chamber. It's basically where they put babies. You know what I mean? You know when they put babies in the incubator? Make Kyler in.
You could probably.
I think it's more the book on this offense. Kind of eventually teams catch up to it, but I think also what you realize is like Kyler will make bad decisions if you make him earn it. And I also don't think, I've talked about this a couple weeks in a row, like I don't think they have the great man separator outside that they could use having. And Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to be a damn good player in this league, but like some guys, he's just not everybody is a guy who's going to get a ton of separation. He's a bigger body, right? And so I'm not sure what happens. I'd have to be in the building to like really hear what's going wrong for them in the passing game. But the mistake he made against the Seahawks 2 weeks ago was huge. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's like that was such a boneheaded play. I just don't know if he has, when the play extends and you got to make a split second decision. I don't know if he's a split second decision guy. I don't know if he makes great decisions in split second moments, and I don't know if that can change. But for the Seahawks, they have improved on defense. The baggers have improved. Leonard Williams has been playing great. They got a couple edge rushers who I like. They got cover guys outside. They have a coach on defense. The reason he got hired is he's a great defensive mind. So I got to believe the defense is just going to keep getting better. And if Geno can be consistent and they have a run game, they've done all this without a run game and with the offensive line playing terrible and Geno just playing okay.
Mike McDonald plus 2,000 for Coach of the Year.
Yeah, it would have a lot. Would have to happen.
That was my pick at the beginning of the season. Yeah, that was my pick for Coach of the Year at the beginning of the season.
Well, he's on the board.
I had
You know him and Geno
Yeah,
are only
he should
3.
be.
You know him and Geno are only 3 years apart.
Really?
Geno's 34 and Mike
wow.
McDonald is 37.
No way.
Yeah, I just looked it up.
McDonald just had a kid, by the way. Congratulations
Congrats.
to him.
Congrats.
Yeah, come on. We don't have to clap. We don't know the guy.
Hey.
But yeah, no, life is good. So, but I thought this is just an impressive month from Seattle. Impressive. And if you win the division, you host a playoff game.
Next week.
You
Who
talk
do
about
they play next week.
you talk about who do they play next week? They play they got the bye.
Oh,
So
No, they got Green Bay.
oh sorry, we were
No more
looking at
Packers. No more
yeah.
Bucks.
They got
Packers,
the Packers.
Vikings, Bears, Rams.
Tough.
Really?
Seven-
I
we-
hope
It's a tough stretch.
night game. I hope it rains. I hope it's like cold, wet rain for the Packers game.
Oh, for the Packers game in Green Bay.
Yeah. No. It's in Seattle.
Yeah.
No, it's in Seattle.
It's in Seattle.
Yeah.
Golly, dude, I'm just sitting here thinking, what's the Minnesota matchup look like? Because that's what it might end up being.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I think Minnesota against this offensive line, bringing pressure, that could be a real challenge for these guys.
Yep.
Sorting blitzes and games and all the movement up front.
It'll be interesting to see where the Minnesota run defense is at that point.
And
because
and that's part of it. Okay, we're gonna talk. Let's talk about him right now. Go ahead.
Did you talk about Zach yet?
Charbonnet, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Is
Charbonnet,
that your
Yeah, that's my game ball.
game ball Charbonnet.
Yeah, I call him Chardonnay. Pop the cork.
Pop the court.
22 carries, 2 tutties. But out of the backfield, I like him out of the backfield. He's 7 receptions, 59 yards.
I like a Riesling.
Do you?
No.
I like a Savi B. I'm a Savi B boy.
Still beasting off the Riesling.
I don't drink wine, so this is all
Hey,
301 to me.
Before we move on, I had Seattle for best flight too. Just big in division win. Not a super long flight. It's good.